Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you might be watching this. So, it's been probably about 2.5 years since I last made a video, whether it was fitness or food or who knows what. My world is slightly different now, my job changed, and so did my waist size, sitting at a desk most days. And yet I promised myself this Christmas and this New Year that I would get my food and exercise mojo back. So one of the ways of doing that is getting back to these little videos because it makes me do the stuff for me. Selfish maybe. Anyhow, I am going to do a little demo of how to make ginger shots. Now you may have heard of ginger shots, you might not have. They are popular because they're a little bit of a dose of immunity and anti-inflammatory. You know, it's great for your immune system, and especially at this time of year, so this is January at the moment, 2022, so we're still in the midst of Omicron COVID, and it's also winter, so getting just some of these good things in is really beneficial. It's all natural, so it's not going to do you any harm. The only thing I'd say with ginger is it can be a little bit of a blood thinner, so just be careful if you're on blood thinners or anything like that. But on the whole, it's just fresh. It's a root, comes out of the ground, job done. So I'm going to make a few different variations. You can see I've got a table full of CRAP probably. And I'm just going to show you a couple of different things. I'm going to make some with my beloved NutriBullet that I've had for, I don't know, about 6 years or something. It is my second one. I did kill the first one when I tried to whiz dates in it, so don't put dates in your NutriBullet. But I mean, that's 6 years old. There's loads of different whizzes on the market now. But I'm also going to show you one that if you don't have a whizzer, it doesn't matter. And yeah, we're just gonna make a few. Now my little array of bottles here are things that I have collected over the years. I'm not even really sure where I got them from, to be honest, but use whatever you've got. I've got these little plastic ones. I think actually these came from, I did get some juices and shots about 4 years ago from a lovely lady in Poole, and I think that's the last 2 remaining bottles of those. I can't remember where I picked these up. But I mean, you can even use, like, you know, that's an old pestle thing, obviously give it a bit of a wash out. That's an old supplement bottle that's been washed out, so bit of my label though. So yeah, just use anything. What I'm going to do with these shots is I'm going to make various different ones, and I'm going to get them straight into my freezer. The thing with juices, smoothies, shots is that their ingredients are most potent, and their benefits are most potent as soon as you make them. And the best thing to do is get them straight in the freezer. The longer you leave it in a fridge, the less beneficial effects you're going to get from it. Those vitamins and minerals start to die off. So you want to make them and get them into the freezer. That's why I've got sort of small bottles. And I mean, that will probably be about two or three shots, depending on how much you want to go with it. Some of these are going to be really strong, and some I'm going to put with water. So the dog's in here as well. I'll shut the doors. I think she's cross. We're going to do a few different flavours. You can use things like turmeric and cayenne pepper. I'm not going to do that today, but they have been known to be quite beneficial, but you know, it is what it is. You could put a little bit of maple syrup in. We've got some honey I'm going to stick in one. This is my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's honey. Thank you, Laurel House honey. You can use coconut water. I'm going to be using fresh ginger, lemon, oranges, apples, and basically what's in my fruit bowl. It's another good way of using stuff that needs used up. So if you've got fruit left over and you don't really know what to do with it, whack it in a smoothie, whack it in a juice, do something. Okay, so let's get going. I think I might have to let the dog out in a minute, but never mind. I have already peeled some ginger because it's really boring to watch all that sort of nonsense. But the easiest way to do that, if you cut with a knife, you're going to lose loads and loads, okay? So the easiest way to do it is the back of a spoon and just give it a bit of a scrape. And it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as your ginger's washed, then, you know, you're getting extra fibre from that. And we all need fibre. It's good for our digestive system as well. So This first one, I'm not using the Nutri, I'm literally grating, okay? So what you're going to do is just grate this down. It's a bit of a boring sound. I have done a little bit already because again it's going to be a tad boring to watch. They're not all going to be done like this. I'm a very lazy cook, so most of them are going to go in the Nutri. But if you've got fresh ginger, as you're grating, it's also going to give you some liquid at the bottom. Okay, just a wee bit, but we're going to squish it anyway. Squishing. So we're just going to go with that. Nothing too dramatic. Perfect. So you've got some on here. Let's just get the inside bits. And then if I was to pick it up, you can just see that that's all ginger juice. So that's what we want, okay? So we are going to put that in one of these. And we're just going to squish it in. Oh, I'm going to let the dog out. Come here. Pixie, come on. Sorry about that. Go on, out you go. She's lost as to what door I've opened now. Okay, so just give that a bit of a squish. In it goes. Now this is 2 big chunks of ginger. I bought a massive pack in the supermarket the other day. So just give that a squish with your fingers. And then with this one, we're going to add lemon. So again with your lemon, you can either use one of these, or another way to do it is just to get a fork, stick your fork in and squish, and you get your juice. In it goes. So you don't necessarily need kitchen tools. Squeeze and squish at the same time. Okay, that's one. If you wanted to use this. These are good because it does help get the juice. But I don't have one of these for you. Someone bought me, I think, and you do probably get a bit more out of it. Okay, pop that in. And then again, I'm just going to squish all that down. Put another lemon in. Now, what you might want to do with your lemon is give it a bit of a roll first. That helps sort of soften it up a wee bit. And get more juice. And get more juice. I tend to go a bit idiotic sometimes when I do these videos. I say really silly things. Mind you, I do that in normal life as well. So what can we say? What can we say? It's after a long work day. Gosh, it's 7:15 at night. What happened there? Squish. Bit of exercise for your hand as well, isn't it? Get those muscles in the hands working. So give it all a big squish. Get as much liquid out as possible. Now you could, if it's a bit pulpy, is that a real word? I doubt it. Let's see. Oh, it's pretty good. So I mean, you only get a wee bit in that, but it will be. Ooh. Let's not go there, shall we? There we go. It will be really strong. Okay. So have a go. Whoa. That is super duper strong. So you would not be necking that in the morning. Maybe just about half of that, or a bit a third maybe. Right, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to pour a wee bit back. And we are going to add orange this time. So there's still lemon and orange in there. But we're going to add a little bit more. Now obviously your lemon and your orange are going to give you vitamin C, which we all need, especially at this time of year. Keeps the colds away. Now I've done this without doing the pulpy thing. It's a bit silly, wasn't it? Yeah, never mind. So adding in some orange. We've got our anti-inflammatory, antiviral, good for the immune system, vitamin C. Ginger, it says, good for the digestive system. Right, I don't like bits because I'm a baby, so I'm just going to whiz that through there. Okay, so that's another version. Right, so version number 2. Now, if you need something to pour, it's always handy. I do make a bit of a mess. Always handy to have a little one of these, just so you don't make a ridiculous mess. Right, should we have a taste of this one? Okay, here we go. Wow. So that's really nice. Not quite obviously as strong as that crazy one. Actually, I can just pour that in there, can't I? So that's 2. So far all we've used really is a fork and a couple of bottles. Where are we going now? Right, we need some. Oh, the other thing you can do, by the way, as I mentioned, you can put a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of honey in there. Honey, again, antiviral, you know, a little bit of natural energy. So this is proper honey from my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's beehives in Hampshire. So yeah, so you can pop a little bit of that in. I'm lost what we're going to do now. I'm going to do ginger and apple. Now you could stick apple juice in. Obviously, you want to get the as fresh one as possible. So these gingers I already did. So I'm just going to cut the little edge bit off that one. And say, don't worry too much about the skin. If you've washed it, who cares? Same with potatoes and all that sort of stuff. You don't need to be bonkers about it. Right. So these apples, yeah, they're kind of past their best, but means we can use them. You get your antioxidants from your apples, especially if you've got sort of red ones. Let's stick a couple in. Now, we're going to put some lemon in as well, because lemon's good. Lemon's good for us. But because it's a whizzer and not a juicer, I can't put skin in. If you have a juicer at home, I used to have one years ago. I was too lazy to clean the sodding thing. So give up on it. If you have a juicer, some juicers will allow you to just put chunks of lemon in and it will somehow magically take the skin off. Anyway, we're going with this. So we've got ginger, apple and lemon. But what we're going to need to do with this one is add some water. So this is going to be more diluted than these little crazy ones we made. So you will get more. Let's have a go with that first. I'm not good on measurements, so I'll probably need to add a bit more water. The apple's super in, is it too? God, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Right. I'm hopefully going to mute this and speed it up because it's really noisy. So if I've forgotten how to do that, I might have forgotten how to edit these videos. Just put your fingers in your ears. Ready? Okay, are we back? So, oh, that smells nice. Right, so let's pop that through there. Now it might still be, although these whizzers are brilliant, might still be a little bit pulpy for you. So what we can do it's because I put it in one that already had ginger in it and I didn't empty it. Sometimes laziness isn't good. Okay, so we're getting lots out of this one. I think I just chucked it everywhere as well. Let's come back to that. What you can do to make it less pulpy is get one of these, I can never remember what they call them, muslin bags or something bags, whatever, and you can stick that over another jug, and that will get more of the pulp stuff out. Put that one there for now. Okay, so you can pop it in there. Still trying to get this one. you can pop that in, as long as you've got most of it. And then you literally squish it. So you squish it with your hands. You leave the pulp in the sort of musliny bag thing. I'm making a right mess. And you get juice. So this one was apple, ginger. It's all over my shoes. Oops. Apple, ginger. What's that like? Lemon. Well done, Elaine. Got there in the end. Okay, let's leave that for now, shall we? Oh my god. Okay, so that was just one step too far. Anyhow, we have our juice, so let's get that in another bottle. So all the pulp is still in that wee baggie there. Let's put this one in here. Okay. See why I could never be a TV chef, couldn't you? I do love Nigella though, she's fabulous. If I lose my Christmas mojo or my cooking mojo, I always go and switch her on, have a wee chat with her. So we've got lots out of this one. Let me have a wee taste. What? So you still get a ginger kick from it, but obviously it's not quite as potent. But that might be strong enough for you. That the full, you know, sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. The full lemon and ginger whack could be too much. It could be too much for your digestive system. It could be much for your too much for your taste buds. Remember, everybody is different, and that's what we need to go with. So we're going to go with one more. Got one more I want to show you. Oh God. I end up with not enough things. And then the people in the house go, what's all this stuff in the freezer? And I go, it's healthy stuff. Would you not like some? And they say no. Okay, what do we need now? I'm going to just give these a rinse, so back in a tick. Okay, so we're going to go with one more. We're going to go with lemon, ginger and coconut water. That's what we're going with. So it's quite similar to what we just did, but adding coconut water instead of normal water, it's got some good, you know, sort of electrolytes. It's got some, it's good for your blood sugar. It's good for hydration. So, you know, it's got a little bit of a different taste. So let's just whack it in quickly. Okay. I'm going to chuck that in. Another lemon. Actually, do you know what? I've got half an orange left. Let's whack that in too. I mean, you can literally make anything you like. You know, I've got limes in there. Think about what tastes you have. As long as you've got your ginger and something like lemon or orange, where you're going to get your vitamin C. You want to make this as healthy as possible. You know, ginger in a juice or a smoothie is fabulous. And actually, what I quite often do is I'll quite often make one with what I put in it. Put in lemon, apple, coconut water, mango, and then I've always got like frozen spinach or frozen something in the freezer, and make that into a smoothie. So that is quite useful to do. Right, so we've got our ginger, we've got our juice, and let's put in some coconut water. And we can give that a whiz up. You could add apple to it as well if you wanted, but let's just hold this for now. Okay, ready? Ears. And back. Okay, so it just gives it a slightly different tinge. Again, if you want, you can put it through the nut bag. If you can be bothered, let's just give it a quick whiz through. Stick that in there. Stick that in there. I'm going to run out of containers. as much pulp in this one. Who remembers Let's All Meet Up in the year 2000? Pulp. Year 2000, that seemed like forever when that song came out. So let's put some in, give it a taste. Put it in my little supplement pot. Obviously they're good for the freezer. Also got one of these. Oh no, that was a dirty one. I'm not using that. It's a bit disgusting. Okay, into the pesto pot. Use anything. Stick a straw in it. Right, should we have a taste? So you still get the ginger kick, still got the lemon kick, but there's a little bit of a smoothness behind it, and that's the coconut water. So there's all your little bits and pieces. I said 5, but basically I'm just going to do 4. Because basically number 5, you can just add honey or maple syrup if you want it a bit sweeter. So we had the original lemon and ginger, we then had lemon and ginger and orange, and then we had lemon, ginger, apple, and then we had lemon, ginger and coconut water, but with that extra bit of orange. So a little one of these first thing in the morning is really good just to get the body up and going. I'm going to be having mine for the next I don't know how long, because no one else in the house is going to have them. I just didn't mind if he was here. And they're going to go straight. I'm going to leave one out for tomorrow, and the rest are going to go in the freezer. I mean, obviously you're going to get maybe 2 out of that, so you know, you're not going to lose all the good stuff from it. What you can also do is, if you find that these are too much, add to some warm water. So boil some water, but let it cool just a little bit, because sometimes freshly boiled water can kind of kill some of the good stuff a little bit. And you can just add water to it and have like a hot water and lemon like a drink instead of all the coffee and the tea. So that is our shots. I hope you give them a go, and I'm now going to have to clean up all my mess, and I shall see you next time. I'm going to have another one next week, and we will see what's what with that. Okay, bye.